Welcome everybody to the Keeping Score podcast presented by Corwin Motors. This week we had some tough matchups for Flathead basketball, but the Glacier girls swept Helena teams, and the Glacier girls swimming team picked up a first place finish at the Polson Invite. So without further ado, let's get right into this week's highlights. The relay team consisted of Hannah Vornbrock, Olivia Gibbons, Madeline McGahee, and Lavender Ashby. Glacier girls also picked up 4 first-place finishes, with Lucy Melnick winning the 100 freestyle and Madeline McGahee winning both the 200 individual medley and the 500 freestyle. Olivia Gibbons touched the wall first in her sprint 50-meter freestyle, with teammate Melnick placing second. The Wolfpack boys finished third place but won first in the 200 medley relay and the 400 freestyle relay. Junior Ed McNeil also won the 200 freestyle for the Wolfpack in individual races. Flathead finished in 5th place, but placed second in the 200 freestyle relay, with Nick Taylor placing second in the individual 500 freestyle. Moving on to wrestling, it was a crosstown matchup between Flathead and Glacier on Thursday, with Flathead winning their 83rd consecutive duel match, the second longest streak in state's history. Flathead started hot with Hunter Arriaga, Daniel Everett, and Aiden Downing earning pins, Downings in just 14 seconds, and paired that with a forfeit at 126 for a 24-0 lead. For the girls, Flathead used pins from top-ranked wrestlers Bella Downing and Julia Kay to grab a 66-12 team victory. Switching over to basketball, it was a great week for both the Bigfork and Glacier girls. At Bigfork on Friday, Peyton Gunlock hit 4 3-pointers and scored 27 points to lead the Valkyries to a 65-33 win over Hamilton. On Saturday, her sister Brayden scored 24 points, Peyton added 20, and Bigfork thumped Stevensville 77-15. The boys team also beat Stevensville 66-16, with Austin Savick drilling 5 3-pointers and scoring 27 points for the Vikings. Glacier girls on Saturday picked up a 50-40 win over Capital and swept the Helena schools for the first time in program history. Reese Ramey scored 15 points and Carly added 12. On Friday, Reese Ramey scored 15 points again and Cassidy Daniels added 11 more, as Glacier held off Helena 64-60 to improve to 4-2 on the season and 2-0 in AA conference play. The Glacier boys team had a rougher week with the Helena matchups, and they lost Friday to a heartbreaker to Helena High 46-44. They had 3 chances to tie the game in their final possession, but came up just short. Asher Nopick led the pack with 15 points, and Slade Burrington added 14. On Saturday, they lost to Capital 56-44, with Nopick leading the way once again with 10 points. At Columbia Falls, Reggie Sapa scored 12 points and led a balanced Columbia Falls scoring attack, and the Wildcats took charge in the second quarter for a 60-38 win over Hamilton in boys basketball on Saturday. Cooper Ross added 9 points, and Bjorn Peterson had 8 points and 8 rebounds for the Wildcats. Unfortunately, no results were sent to us for the girls' team. At Whitefish, the boys beat Eureka 69-56 on Thursday, with Carson Golick leading the team with 15 points and CJ Thew added 14. No results were given to us either for the girls' team. At Flathead, it was a rough week for both the girls and the boys' teams, as they were swept by both of the Helena schools. The girls lost Friday to Capital 30-14 as the team just struggled to score. Grace Gall, however, did earn our poster player of the week, as she scored all 7 of the team's second half points and recorded 5 blocks in the game. So congratulations to Grace for winning that. On Saturday, they lost to Helena, but did a much better job scoring. Ava Malman led the team with 11 points and hit 3 3-pointers in the 46-34 loss. Friday, the Braves game was featured as my game of the week, even though it didn't quite go as planned for Flathead. They lost to Capital 69-66 in a game that went into overtime. Lyric Ursland scored a game-high 23 points, and Gabe St. Germain added 15. It was a back-and-forth game, with the game being tied 8 different times and had 4 different lead changes. Saturday, the Braves lost in a lopsided battle with Helena 77-45. They'll look to get back on track this Tuesday. That is all I have for you this week on the Keeping Score podcast presented by Corwin Motors. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you all next week on another episode of the Keeping Score podcast. Thanks to Corwin Motors for sponsoring the Keeping Score podcast. At Corwin Motors, they're proud to be family-driven for over 100 years. Their commitment goes beyond selling cars. They're dedicated to serving our community and providing you with the highest quality vehicles to fit your lifestyle. Whether you're searching for reliability, style, or comfort, they got you covered. They understand that you rely on their website for accurate and up-to-date information, and it's their promise to deliver relevant, detailed content that meets your needs. So if you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or just want to learn more, visit CorwinMotorsKalispell.com.